Hello, I'm Fred Koch, creator of the Ironman Magazine training system and one of the developers of the Ab Bench. Congratulations on purchasing this powerful piece of equipment. With its safe, full range of motion for the entire abdominal area, the bench is truly a breakthrough in midsection training. It will make your abdominal workouts scientifically sound and allow you to train your entire midsection with progressive resistance. Let's get to it and put your bench together so you can start using it on your very next workout. And that's how simple it is. Now we'll show you how to use the bench. This is one of the key factors of this bench. The bench allows you to go into a full stretch, which you've never been able to do before on any other piece of equipment. So it's important to realize that you're going to have to learn a new movement that you've never been through before. So you'll notice that he's in a full stretch position here. His rib cage is up. How to learn the exercise is now to move the rib cage down, not forward. So the first movement will be the rib cage moves down into your normal crunch position. Now what will happen is the lower section of the abdominals will now take over and pull you into a straight upright position. Do not go any further than straight up and down or perpendicular, because once you do that, other muscles take over. So what we're going to be able to do is go into a full stretch position on every rep. What you're going to want to do is stop at your normal position where you've learned to lay flat on floors. So you're in a full stretch position, crunch your rib cage down, and then let the lower part of your abdominals bring you straight up and down. Now do that rep again. All the way back, you'll notice how his rib cage goes up in the air, straight down, and then slightly forward. Now what you want to be able to do is put the straps over your shoulders. Take a strap in each hand, pull the strap down so that the arm comes about an inch or a couple of inches off of the stop. You can even put a small weight on here now so that when you pull the strap down and you're in the full stretch position, you can feel the bench is pulling you back without hitting. Now again, we learned the range of motion before, so now we're going to anchor our hands on our chest in a comfortable position. Keep the straps there. Don't allow the straps, when you get in this full range position, to come back. You want to be able to be in a full stretch position and feel pressure from the weights from the weight arm. Now you can do your motion again. Remember, rib cage down, slightly forward for your lower abdominals. Stretch all the way back. Now remember, each rep you have to feel that full stretch. What I said before was you're going to have to learn a new range of motion. Your body's going to be, what you're going to find is your body's going to be very weak through this beginning position. Then you're going to get strong because that's where you've trained before, through the middle section of the exercise. Then at the end, you'll be weak again. It's going to take a couple of weeks for this to all balance out. Do a couple more reps. All the way back, stretched up, pull back down. That's your main exercise for the abdominal bench. The next exercise we're going to do is your abdominal twist. With the abdominal twist, you want to make sure that you're using your rib cage to spin with and not your elbows. So in other words, when Jonathan does this exercise, he's concentrating on the muscles that are attached to the sides of his rib cages. That's your external and internal obliques. So when you twist from there to the center line of your body. Okay, Jonathan? And you're twisting as you come forward. You'll notice if there was a straight line from his rib cage to a center line of his body, that's what the muscle does. That's what the line you want to follow. And he's stretching all the way back. You'll notice the full stretch he gets in this, and twists forward. Now again, he's not twisting with his elbows or his shoulders. He's twisting with his rib cage as he comes forward. You'll definitely you'll learn to feel the motion of the abdominal muscles in this area when you do this form. When you're doing the exercise for the lower part of your internal obliques, you want to do the same kind of twisting motion that you do when you're doing your external obliques. Now you'll notice he's still forward, and he's going to twist from the lower section of his abdominals and turn towards the center line. It's just a short, remember, The lower part of your abdominal is only a couple of inches long. So you want to just be working in that area. Don't increase the weight on this until you get the perfect form. It's really important that the form takes over from how much weight you can lift. You want to come into your crunch position. So that's where you start. Remember, the lower part of your abdominals is only about 2 inches long. So you want to just do that range of motion. And you'll notice you're just going to crunch forward to your straight up and down and come back to this position. Come up to your straight up and down and come back to this position. You can do the lower section of the internal obliques the same way. So you're in this starting position and you're going to twist slightly when you come up and feel the lower part of your stomach working. And again, this is the only time you would stop rather than going into a full stretch. This exercise works for transverse abdominis that run like a girdle around your body. Okay, sit up. Just going to have to change positions on the bench. So we're going to sit sideways on the bench. Find a comfortable position to hold the straps. Now let the straps twist you back again. Let the weight plate pull down and the straps twist you, and just twist like you're in a rotating position. So remember, we're allowed to do this. This is the way we used to do this twist, but we didn't have resistance. Now we can put resistance on this exercise and get the most out of it. Again, keep in mind, you're not going to be able to use a lot of weight. You just want to twist easily. The Erector crunch is the last exercise we're going to do. Remember, the spinal erectors in your back of your body are half of your abdominal area. So we want to try to work them just like we work the exercises from the front. The Erector crunch is done with the straps across your chest. Now you'll notice the crunch is for the lower back. So we're going to do the opposite of what we did with the abdominal crunch. We're going to crunch forward and crunch all the way back. And crunch forward and crunch all the way back. Now you'll notice in this exercise that his hips are not moving. He's just doing a spinal crunch in this position. If you were doing it improperly, like for instance when you did a hyperextension, you're going to come all the way forward and then all the way back. You'll notice now he's pivoting out of his hip and he's not working his lower back. See, this is the improper way to do it. Come all the way forward and all the way back. That's not what you want to do. What you want to be able to do is keep your hips stable, crunch forward and crunch all the way back. Crunch forward and crunch all the way back. Now let's go through one more time all of the different exercises that we can do in the order that we want to do them, and also we'll give you some idea of some sets and rep ranges that we can work for a beginning program. Let's go over a workout again. The first exercise you're going to be doing is your abdominal crunch. Be careful that you go all the way up and make sure you go all the way back with each repetition. All the way up to straight up and down and all the way back. The abdominal crunch you'll be doing 3 to 4 sets for 10 to 12 repetitions. Remember, this is your first exercise, so you're doing the full abdominal area. As we go along through these exercises, don't be afraid to mix up the combinations of each exercise depending on what your target areas are. Abdominal twist is the next exercise we're going to be doing. You're stretching all the way back as in the abdominal crunch, but you're twisting the lower part of your rib cage to the center line of your body. Make sure that you stretch all the way back and twist that all the way forward. All the way back and twist all the way forward. On the abdominal twist, you'll be doing 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Keep in mind that with these exercises, even though you're changing combinations, you can also do maybe 2 exercises on one day and 2 different exercises on another workout. The abdominal area and your torso area is a large area, so we want to be able to hit the various muscles that are made up. Next exercise is your lower ab crunch. Lower abs, 2 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Ladies might want to do a little bit more of this because of the problem lower abdominal area. Your next exercise is your lower ab twist. This is starting in the position you see on the screen and twisting as you come forward. 2 sets of 8 to 10. Your side twists, 2 sets of 8 to 10. Make sure you stay upright as seen in the picture here and take your time. The last exercise you'll be doing is the Erector crunch. We'll be doing 4 to 5 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions on your Erector crunch. Again, you'll notice how he's crunching forward and crunching back.